So I know the past few exercises pretty confusing. My apologies. I'm going to take the time now to create video tutorials. That way I can guide you through these. You can go through them at your own pace, and hopefully this is going to help you not be confused when you move forward, and hopefully it's going to help you pass the test when it's time to take the test all the way in May. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do is the first thing in this video is just basically be about how to set up your workspace. Now, in order to set it up, the first thing we have to know is what are the workspaces here. These workspaces we've talked about briefly, but each one of them will rearrange the way your Photoshop interface looks. So it's basically using, or it's bringing out the panels that you're going to be using the most, panels or tools, things like that. I'm going to tell you right now that 90% of the time you're going to be using either Essentials or Photography. Let's go to Photography. And so this is what Photography may look like. If I go to Essentials, this is what Essentials looks like. For me, because I do a lot more than photography in Photoshop, I basically keep it at Essentials 90% of the time. It's really up to you, and it's up to how you or what you prefer. So the first thing I want you guys to do is I want to make sure that we start with a clean slate. Had you moving stuff around within the last couple of days. So let's go ahead and I'd like you guys to, let's all go to Essentials. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to reset our Essentials. And essentially what should happen is if I pull this out and if I manipulate some of these and maybe dock this here and maybe close this here, what's going to happen is as soon as I reset my Essentials, everything should go back to the way it was when Photoshop was installed. There we go. And that's what I want. And so once we start here, this is kind of like our clean slate. You can move stuff around now if you'd like to. If you like a certain panel, maybe your layers, you like your layers to be on its own so we can see everything here. That's kind of up to you. Again, I would do that now because I'm going to have you make your own workspace. So as soon as you get your workspace the way you want it, you're going to go here and you're going to go to New Workspace. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to make a new name. So put your first and your last name here. Make sure you check all of these because we're going to be using these in the future. And then you're going to click Save. Once you click Save, look at that. Your name is now in your workspace. So that's going to allow you when it's time to take a screenshot, guess what? Every screenshot is going to have your name. Awesome. You're welcome. Anytime that you manipulate your workspace on your stuff, on your name, you can go ahead and go back to yours and just reset your own personal workspace. And it can go right back to the way you had it. Okay, just to let you know, the test is going to have you know it one specific way, but there's always many ways to manipulate something in Photoshop. So your workspace is not only here, your workspace is also up here in Window. So please always remember, you can also go to Window, Workspace, and everything that you see on the right hand side of your Photoshop interface is also here. You have all of your default, you have your personal one, you can reset, you can have a new workspace, which is what we did, or you can also delete your workspace. Now just so you know, you can't delete a workspace that you're currently on. So I can't delete Mr. Guevara. If I need to delete it, I need to go back to Essentials, and I can go ahead and I can delete my workspace now, but I don't want to. Okay, so on your next video, we're going to go ahead and we're going to move forward and we're going to begin the canvas.